I also want to bring up your book, okay, your latest book, because it's, you talk about getting rich carefully. So in approaching now this investment, your first actual restaurant, how did you approach it with a careful mindset?
This is a great question because I'm all about downside, whether it be stocks. Remember, I've always believed that if you can protect your downside, the upside will take care of itself. Same thing with this restaurant. I didn't want to be big. I mean, you always hear these stories. People lose fortunes in restaurants. Okay, so, you take, these people aren't, they're people. First, I partnered with Regina Myers. She's an established restaurateur. She's had great success here. Second, Lisa and I recognize, keep it small. Third, rent, okay? It's really key that your rent not be so high because that's that nut that you constantly have to do. Then have something that's proprietary, so it's not just Mexican. So you have small plate Mexican and you try design drinks. So, but at all times recognize it's not going to be, it's not a 100-person restaurant that is going to cause you to burn money. It's small. You're not going to I'm not trying to hit a grand slam. I just want to have a really great place. As I said it when we started, I said, I want to be able to sit here and have a drink after work and say hello to everybody, and I don't want to lose my shirt. And if you start out from the proposition with stocks of not wanting to lose your shirt, you will do well. And if you start out from the proposition of restaurants, you don't want to lose your shirt, you will do well. It's only the people who borrow money to buy stocks, borrow money to open a restaurant, who think they can work their way back and pay that interest and pay that rent. Those are the people that are up against the wall. Just like guys who buy stock on margin and they buy high flyers and they want to hit it out of the park. Those are the people who are at risk. We can lose money, absolutely.
Right.
But it's not an at-risk situation. Just like I like to recommend stocks that have good dividends, that have reasonable growth, that you're not overpaying. This place is not GW Pharma. It is not 3D. It is not Stratasys. It's not love Mark Benioff. It's not Salesforce.com. That's obviously not Pfizer either, a little bit. But what we're trying to do is be consistent. And that means, of course, everyone has to pitch in. Because the difficult thing with this is that you don't know when there's people going to be there. So I'll be sitting here eating, and then I realize, oh man, there's a big line. I got to get on the case. It means I got to stop eating. I got to start helping.